Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. Today is Friday, September 19th, 2025, which means it's time for Garden Tour Saturday for me. So, well, things are winding down here. As you know, our leaves have changed and fallen early this year. We were having very, very cold weather. But I'd say for the past week or two, and continuing on for a few more days, we have warm weather, upper 70s, 80s, which is a temperature it should be, I believe, at this time of the year. So I'm cleaning up because, well, the stalks, because of this little clip. Okay, you guys. I started using invisible fence when the deer started coming over here and trying to get the corn and the beans and stuff. And it was working until this week. So at the beginning of the week, I came out and I found those popcorn stalks trampled and the cobs eaten. This one was still standing, but I believe they took all the cobs. So, and I had just sprayed liquid fence a few days before. Okay, now it's supposed to, I think, last a couple weeks at least. Anyway, I sprayed more 2 nights ago. I come out here and now there's more stuff trampled, and this stalk is now down. I don't understand why all of a sudden the liquid fence is not working. Next year, I'm going to put up like a double deer fence around here so they don't have room to like hop over. If you do a double fence around about 3 feet apart from each other, they don't have the ability to jump the fences because there's not enough room in between the two, if that makes sense. So anyways, I don't understand these. I don't understand what's going on. Anyways, I'm getting tired of them coming through here and trampling everything no matter what I do. So I'm just cleaning this up. I'm going to take this debris back to the fire pit because I think it would make a great fire. And the tops, the best ones I have over there, I am going to be bundling those up. And there is a chicken wanting to get my tomatoes. I'm going to be bundling those up and using them for fall decorations in the front yard and probably in my booth. Excuse me, Miss Ma'am over here. Yeah, you know the rules. Okay, there she goes. Good girl. Anyways, so that's what I'm doing at this moment now. I'm just trying to get some cleanup done. I had the other day to pick a few more pumpkins because I come out here to water and I find squash bugs on my pumpkins. So what I did was, the ones they were on the most, I don't think it's a huge infestation, but I harvested those, even though they may have had some green on them. It'll take a while, but they'll ripen on the shelf. Not my preferred way, but now the pumpkins that I left in here were not being attacked, so I sprayed them with Cinesad. I have no idea if that's going to work or not. So far it looks like it has. I inspected yesterday, things looked okay. I have to go and look again today, see what's going on. So I think, okay, this vine's still producing. I may leave it in here, but all the dead stuff, I'm going to start clearing this out too. So cleaning up is really, really what's on my schedule right now. Cleaning up what I can. Oh, let me see. I'm trying to think what else I've done this week. Lot of food preservation, canning. dehydrating, stuff like that, trying to catch up. I mean, it's just like, it gets, at this time of the year, it gets beyond me. It's funny because when everything first starts producing, you get like a little bit of a harvest. Like, it's just starting out. But it's like, what do you know, like, try to save my tomatoes for sauce and stuff like that. So it's kind of slow. And then, it's, you know, like with my pepperoncinis here, I was getting maybe 2-3 pepperoncinis. If you don't pick them, well, first of all, they kind of get too big, start turning red and stuff like that on the plant. Also, I want to give more energy to, you know, like these blossoms here, for them to produce more. So I like to pick them. You know, so that's a little difficult. So I was pickling pepperoncini in very small batches. So now we're getting quite a bit. Oh, look what I found. Found this yesterday. I'm having the worst time with sweet peppers. Well, any peppers, really. Got one of those. Now, a viewer gave me a tip, which I'm going to try next year. I'm very excited about it. This person said, do not plant your pepper plants outside until you're sure that the nighttime temperatures, I think it was 50 or 55 degrees, but I'm thinking it's 55, are above 55 degrees consistently. And when you plant them deep. So I'm going to try that next year. Very excited and appreciate that advice. So that's what I'm going to, because peppers and I just don't get along. So as you can see, the chickadee beans, you know, garbanzo beans, chickpeas, whatever your heritage calls them, they're flowering all over the place. I don't see any pods yet. So over here, these are the black Spanish radish. I planted these on the 10th. Today's the 19th. 9 days ago, as you can see, they have sprouted. They're looking good. They need some thinning. My tomato plants look ugly as hell, but they are still producing. My cucumbers I gave up on last year. My cucumbers did so good. This year they are not. And I'm in the process of considering what I should plant for next year and what I should not. I do need to trim back a little bit because I'm just one old broad, you know, so with a bad leg. So I think I'm just going to have to. Okay, so the first thing is going to go, I'm not going to do cucumbers anymore. One reason is I only like cucumbers pickled. I don't really care for them fresh. And then my family does not like homemade pickles. They prefer, you know, the kind you buy in the store. And there is a difference. So it's like, okay, this one's going to go. Cucumbers, they're out. I'm going to cut back on what peppers I'm growing. I do much better with hot peppers. Well, I harvested a few, but yeah, my hot peppers they always do good. I don't know what it is. Sweet peppers, I would like to, you know, have those, but I'm really considering, should I continue with peppers, tomatoes? I have to. Anyways, over here, this was on the 17th, which was 2 days ago. I planted sparkler white tip radish. So these will be up by next week. I mean, they just pop right up. So let's see. Anyways, I am trying to think. Look at this. These are the melting snow. Yeah, mammoth melting snow peas. They are doing fantastic. I found a little volunteer from last spring. I must have dropped a pea or something. So as you can see, it's already got a little thing there. The beans over here on this trellis, they are starting to flower, and these are Cherokee. These are the Cherokee black beans over here. These are flowering. Then, of course, I have a few more rattlesnake beans here, and those are starting to flower also. So I got more beans coming. My carrots, my fall carrots, are doing fantastic. My kale, doing wonderful, looks very healthy. The other day, you know, these are still young. I picked some young leaves for a salad, and it was so good. So we've already started harvesting from there. Oh, let's see. Yeah, more tomato plants looking yucky, but still producing. These are my first radish that I planted. And I planted these on August 31st. And these are the purple plum radish. So the radish are doing well. This is the back side of my... Oh, look at these flowers. These sunflowers are doing fantastic. This is the back side of my cottage garden. And as you can see, I got my walkway finally finished. So that'll be great for next year. And then what I'm going to do, I have some Napoli tomatoes over here. When these plants are done producing and I pull them out, I am going to start working on making another section of my cottage garden. So I can't wait for that. I'm going to need more stepping stones and, you know, more rocks as an edging. So I'm really excited about that. But that's what's been going on, you know. It's late summer, early fall. Things are dying down. Not a whole lot. So I think I am going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.